Hello and welcome to Nagaraja Krishnappa YouTube channel. The aspirants who are waiting for HSTR notification, I have brought you a good news. I will be uploading about 23 videos on educational psychology in order to attend about 25 questions from paper 1 of HSTR examination, and I will also upload uh, different kind of videos pertaining to general knowledge, English, computer literacy and mental ability of paper 1, as well as related to paper 2 I will be uploading videos on social science. So this is briefly about what I am planning to do. Okay, so let's move on. Now these are all the details what you get from this series of 23 videos. All the 23 videos are pertaining to multiple choice questions with answers about 2746 MCQ questions as well as answers. I will not be explaining anything, just uh, MCQ questions and options I will be reading and telling you the correct answer. So the advantage what you get is you will be like addressing all the 10 important lessons of educational psychology plus 13 different examinations which are conducted on educational psychology, and hopefully we will be able to score all the 25 marks from educational psychology. I wish you all of you best of luck, and let's crack HSTR. This is our tagline for this series of videos. So let's begin without wasting any time. Today we will be discussing about chapter 1, meaning and methods of educational psychology. There are about 153 questions. Let's move on. Question number 1: psychology during early period was studied as a part of dash. Option A, philosophy. Option B, sociology. Option C, physiology. Option D, anthropology. Now you can make an attempt to find the correct answer by pausing the video after listening to all the four options, but I will be continue to say the answer. So correct answer to question number 1 is option A, philosophy. Second question: the origin of psychology is from. Option A, British philosophy. Option B, French philosophy. Option C, German philosophy. Option D, Greek philosophy. Correct answer is option D, Greek philosophy. Question number 3: the word psychology was derived from two Greek words, psyche and logos. The meaning of the word psyche is option A, brain. Option B, consciousness. Option C, soul. Option D, mind. Correct answer is option C, soul. Question number 4: etymologically psychology means. Option A, study of behavior. Option B, study of consciousness. Option C, study of soul. Option D, study of mind. Correct answer is option C, study of soul. Question number 5: basically psychology was considered as a science of. Option A, soul. Option B, heart. Option C, brain. Option D, action. Correct answer is option A, soul. Question number 6: Psychology was considered as the science of option A consciousness, option B action, option C emotion, option D reaction. Correct answer is option A consciousness. Question number 7. Modern psychology deals with option A perception of form, option B socialization, option C development, option D behavior. Correct answer is option D behavior. Question number 8. Watson claims psychology is the study of dash. Option A mind, option B soul, option C behavior, option D consciousness. Correct answer is option C behavior. Question number 9. Psychology first lost its soul, next lost its mind, and now retained its behavior. This comment was made by option A Elizabeth Orlock, option B Wilhelm Wundt, option C Woodworth, option D Weber. Correct answer to this question is option C Woodworth. Question number 10. Which of the following is a behavioral science? Option A biology, option B sociology, option C psychology, option D chemistry. Correct answer to question number 10 is option C psychology. Option C psychology. Question number 11. The soul and mind cannot be studied empirically because option A they are imaginative in nature, option B they are abstract in nature, option C they are concrete in nature, option D they are speculative in nature. Correct answer to this question is option B they are abstract in nature. Question number 12. The term behavior in the definition of psychology is used as option A mind or thoughts or feelings, option B act of a person, option C mental process, option D individuals feelings attitudes thoughts and other mental processes which may be behind the behavior. Correct answer to question number 12 is option D individuals feelings attitudes thoughts and other mental processes which may be behind the behavior. Question number 13. Psychology as a science includes option A theory, option B experiments and observation, option C experiments and measurements, option D experiments observation and measurements. Correct answer to question number 13 is option D experiments observation and measurements. Question number 14. Which of the following branch of knowledge does not study the human and animal behavior? Option A psychology, option B anthropology, option C linguistics, option D sociology. Correct answer to question number 14 is option C linguistics. Question number 15. Psychology is now being applied in the following fields. Option A defense services, option B advertisements, option C counseling, option D surgery. Select the answer from the codes given below. Codes are A only in 1, option B only in 3, option C in 1, 2 and 3 only, option D in 2 and 3 only. Correct answer to question number 15 is option C. Now it is used in defense service, advertisements and counseling. In all the Three fields A, B, C. It is used. Question number 16. Which was the first school of psychology? Option A, psychoanalysis. Option B, behaviorism. Option C, functionalism. Option D, structuralism. Correct answer to question number 16 is option D, structuralism. Question number 17. Which branch of psychology deals with diagnosis of psychological disorders? Option A, counseling psychology. Option B, educational psychology. Option C, general psychology. Option D, clinical psychology. Correct answer to question number 17 is option D, clinical psychology. Question number 18. Which of the following is not a function of educational psychology? Option A, to discover techniques by means of which educational goals can be attained effectively. Option B, to define the goals for which education is to strive. Option C, to promote a greater understanding of the learning process. Option D, to promote a greater understanding of the learner. Correct answer to question number 18 is option B, to define the goals for which education is to strive. Question number 19. Educational psychology is regarded as a branch of option A, comparative psychology. Option B, applied psychology. Option C, general psychology. Option D, pure psychology. Correct answer to question number 19 is option B, applied psychology. Question number 20. Educational psychology is the study of dash. Option A, soul. Option B, behavior. Option C, mind. Option D, consciousness. Correct answer to question number 20 is option B, behavior. Question number 21. Psychology's major contribution to education lies in option A, defining the goals for which the teacher should strive. Option B, identifying potentially successful educational procedures. Option C, comparing the relative effectiveness of various teaching procedures. Option D, providing a scientific foundation for the art of teaching. Correct answer to question number 21 is option D, providing a scientific foundation for the art of teaching. Question number 22. Which of the following is primary concern to education psychologists? Option A, the formulation of hypothesis. Option B, the formulation of general scientific principles. Option C, the development of professional insights into the principles underlying the teaching art. Option D, the discovery of teaching procedures of maximum effectiveness. Correct answer to question number 22 is option C, the development of professional insights into the principles underlying the teaching art. Question number 23. A branch of psychology which deals with individuals' sensory expressions, motivation and memory is dash. Option A, abnormal psychology. Option B, general psychology. Option C, adult psychology. Option D, social psychology. Correct answer to question number 23 is option B, general psychology. Question number 24. Educational psychology is dash. Option A physical science. Option B, a biological science. Option C, an applied branch of psychology. Option D, a branch of pure psychology. Correct answer to question number 24 is option C, an applied branch of psychology. Question number 25. Intelligence is basically studied in which of the following branch of psychology? Option A, industrial psychology. Option B, personality psychology. Option C, educational psychology. Option D, general psychology. Correct answer to question number 25 is option D, general psychology. Question number 26. Attempt to apply the knowledge of psychology to the field of education is. Option A, education psychology. Option B, emotional psychology. Option C, social psychology. Option D, comparative psychology. Correct answer to question number 26 is option A, education psychology. Question number 27. The branch of psychology which studies the behavior of an individual in a group is called. Option A, consumer psychology. Option B, community psychology. Option C, group psychology. Option D, social psychology. Correct answer to question number 27 is option D, social psychology. Question number 28. Educational psychology may be termed as dash. Option A, pure psychology. Option B, basic psychology. Option C, applied psychology. Option D, fundamental psychology. Correct answer to question number 28 is option C, applied psychology. Question number 29. The branch in which memory, thinking, reasoning, language, decision making, etc. are studied. Option A, social psychology. Option B, affective psychology. Option C, developmental psychology. Option D, cognitive psychology. Correct answer to question number 29 is option D, cognitive psychology. Question number 30. The problem of individual differences, creativity, mental health and intelligence, motivation in learning, etc. are dealt in. Option A, child psychology. Option B, development psychology. Option C, educational psychology. Option D, individual psychology. Correct answer to question number 30 is option C, educational psychology. Question number 31. General psychology and educational psychology are different in that. Option A, educational psychology is concerned with the children only. Option B, educational psychology deals only with the application and not with the theory. Option C, educational psychology deals only with the growth and development of children. Option D, educational psychology deals only with the general mental abilities. Correct answer to question number 31 is option B. Educational psychology deals only with the application and not with the theory. Question number 32. Which of the following branches of psychology are interrelated with the educational psychology? Option A, child psychology. Option B, criminal psychology. Option C, social psychology. Option D, differential psychology. Select the answer from the codes given below. Codes are like this. Option A, B, C and D. Option B, A, B and D. Option C, A and C only. Option D, A, C and D only. Correct answer to question number 32 is option D. A, C and D only. A, C and D only. Okay. Question number 33. Educational psychology is basically option A psychology of the teacher and thought. Option B, a psychology of the teacher. Option C, a psychology of the student in the classroom. Option D, study of an educational institution. Correct answer to question number 33 is option A psychology of the teacher and thought. Question number 34. Educational psychology basically deals with the option A, teaching learning process. Option B, programmed learning. Option C, motivation in learning. Option D, teaching methods. Correct answer to question number 34 is option A, teaching learning process. Question number 35. Educational psychology is primarily concerned with option A, clarifying the goals towards which the school is to strive. Option B, determining the attainability of the various educational objectives. Option C, developing taxonomy of sound educational objectives. Option D, facilitating the process where by educational goals can be achieved. Correct answer to question number 35 is option D, facilitating the process whereby educational goals can be achieved. Question number 36. The most important change in education brought by the impact of educational psychology is option A, quantification of intelligence, option B, child-centered education, option C, teacher-centered education, option D, provision for co-curricular activities. Correct answer to question number 36 is option B, child-centered education. Question number 37. Educational psychology should provide prospective teachers with option A, insights into the various aspects of modern education, option B, principles, insights and attitudes as points of departure for effective teaching, option C, research procedures by means of which to evaluate current teaching procedure, option D, rules of thumb to deal with everyday classroom situation. Correct answer to question number 37 is option B, principles, insights and attitudes as points of departure for effective teaching. Question number 38. Educational psychology is useful to classroom teacher in the following way. Option A, to understand the learner, option B, to maintain discipline in the classroom, option C, to provide suitable learning environment, option D, to do all the above. Correct answer to question number 38 is option D, to do all the above. Question number 39. The behavior of individuals who are unusual, that is different from the normal, is dealt by option A, clinical psychology, option B, physiological psychology, option C, abnormal psychology, option D, general psychology. Correct answer to question number 39 is option C, abnormal psychology. Question number 40. A branch of psychology devoted to study of diagnosis and treatment of behavior disorders is called option A, clinical psychology, option B, child psychology, option C, abnormal psychology, option D, educational psychology. Correct answer to question number 40 is option A, clinical psychology. Question number 41. The method by which a student who studies his mental activities and emotions for himself is known as option A, introspection, option B, introversion, option C, extroversion, option D, observation. Correct answer to question number 41 is option A, introspection. Question number 42. Introspection method is option A, objective, option B, subjective, option C, relevant, option D, reliable. Correct answer to question number 42 is option B, subjective. Question number 43. Introspection as one of method of studying behavior was introduced by dash. Option A, structuralists, option B, behaviorists, option C, psychoanalysts, option D, gestaltists. Correct answer to question number 43 is option A, structuralists. Question number 44. Subjective observation or self-observation is called option A, introspection, option B, experimentation, option C, super observation, option D, practical behavior. Correct answer to question number 44 is option A, introspection. Question number 45. Introspection is purely a dash. Option A, objective method, option B, subjective method, option C, experimental method, option D, scientific method. Correct answer to question number 45 is option B, subjective method. Question number 46. Which one of the following is a less objective method? Option A, survey, option B, standardized test, option C, experiments, option D, introspection. Correct answer to Question number 46 is option D, introspection. Question number 47. Introspection method was criticized by option A, Gestalists, option B, behaviorists, option C, functionalists, option D, structuralists. Correct answer to question number 47 is option B, behaviorists. Question number 48. A school of psychology that emphasizes the study of observed behavior is known as option A, functionalism, option B, individual psychology, option C, behaviorism, option D, humanistic psychology. Correct answer to question number 48 is option C, behaviorism. Question number 49. The general format of modern behaviorism stems from the early work of option A, William James, option B, H.J. Eysenck, option C, B.F. Skinner, option D, J.B. Watson. Correct answer to question number 49 is option D, J.B. Watson. Question number 50. Systematically observing the behavior of other individual is option A, case study, option B, subjective observation, option C, introspection, option D, objective observation. Correct answer to question number 50 is option D, objective observation. Question number 51. The study of cause and effect of overt behavior of an individual is known as option A, observation, option B, experimentation, option C, introspection, option D, inductive method. Correct answer to question number 51 is option A, observation. Question number 52. A zoologist observes the lifestyle of a tiger in the forest. This type of observation is known as option A, participatory observation, option B, controlled observation, option C, naturalistic observation, option D, anecdotal observation. Correct answer to question number 52 is option C, naturalistic observation. Question number 53. Arnold Gesell was basically a option A, children specialist, option B, child scientist, option C, both A and B, option D, child psychologist. Correct answer to question number 53 is option D, child psychologist. Question number 54. Which is the most simple and economical method to understand the behavior of an individual? Option A, observation, option B, experimentation, option C, testing technique, option D, case study. Correct answer to question number 54 is option A, observation. Question number 55. Observation method includes which of the following types of observation? Option A, controlled observation, option B, partially controlled observation, option C, uncontrolled observation, option D, introspection. Select the answer from the codes given below. Codes are option A. A is alone is correct. Option B, A, B and D are correct. Option C, B, C and D are correct. Option D, A, B and C are correct. Correct answer to question number 55 is option D, A, B and C are correct. Question number 56. The major limitation of participant observation is option A, failure to observe all the external behaviors, option B, the different individuals show different behaviors under similar conditions, option C, subjectivity of the observer, option number D, that a person under observation may not show natural behavior. Correct answer to question number 56 is option D, that a person under observation may not show natural behavior. Question number 57. Which of the following methods of educational psychology helps it in the advancement of educational psychology as a science? Option A, the questionnaire method, option B, the interview method, option C, the survey method, option D, the experimental method. Correct answer to question number 57 is option D, the experimental method. Question number 58. Who conducted the first experiment in psychology? Option A, Wundt, option B, Thorndike, option C, Skinner, option D, Watson. Correct answer to question number 58 is Option A, won't. Question number 59. Which method of research probably contributes most to the advancement of educational psychology as a science? Option A, the clinical method. Option B, the experimental method. Option C, the historical method. Option D, the survey method. Correct answer to question number 59 is option B, the experimental method. Question number 60. The first psychology lab was established at option A, Menesto. Option B, Paris. Option C, Frankfurt. Option D, Leipzig. Correct answer to question number 60 is option D, Leipzig. Question number 61. The first psychology lab was established by option A, William James. Option B, Sigmund Freud. Option C, Woodworth. Option D, Wilhelm Wundt. Correct answer to question number 61 is option D, Wilhelm Wundt. Question number 62. Experimental method in social psychology was used extensively since option A, 1925. Option B, 1879. Option C, 1901. Option D, 1951. Correct answer to question number 62 is option B, 1879. Question number 63. Dash is an event or condition which can be measured and which varies quantitatively. Option A, subject. Option B, experimenter. Option C, experiment. Option D, variable. Correct answer to question number 63 is option D, variable. Question number 64. The variables which are considered as stimulus and response in experimentation are option A, dependent variable, independent variable. Option B, independent variable, intervening variable. Option C, independent variable, dependent variable. Option D, dependent variable, moderator variable. Correct answer to question number 64 is option C, independent variable, dependent variable. Question number 65. An experiment studies the relationship between cause and effect. The term cause can synonymously be correlated with dash. Option A, independent variable. Option B, intervening variable. Option C, dependent variable. Option D, control variable. Correct answer to question number 65 is option A, independent variable. Question number 66. Dependent variable in an experiment means it dash. Option A, is dependent in its nature. Option B, changes according to the changes in independent variable. Option C, is unaffected by any factors. Option D, is unchanged in any situation. Correct answer to question number 66 is option B, changes according to the changes in the independent variable. Question number 67. Independent variable in an experiment means the variable is dash. Option A, independent in its nature. Option B, manipulated by the experimenter. Option C, manipulated by the subject. Option D, dependent on the cause. Correct answer to question number 67 is option B, manipulated by the experimenter. Question number 68. In two group static design, the experimental variables are not operated on one of the groups, then that group is called dash. Option A, experimental group. Option B, dynamic group. Option C, static group. Option D, control group. Correct answer to question number 68 is option D, control group. Question number 69. Which is the important feature of experimental method? Option A, no control on variables. Option B, personality of experimenter. Option C, controlling of variables. Option D, subject's behavior. Correct answer to question number 69 is option C, controlling of variables. Question number 70. What is dependent variable? Option A, it is an event or condition which can have different values. Option B, it is a condition set or selected by an experimenter to see whether it will have an effect on behavior. Option C, it is the behavior of the person or animal under the experiment. Option D, it is unaffected by any factors. Correct answer to question number 70 is option C. It is the behavior of the person or animal under the experiment. Question number 71. Important feature of experimentation in education dash. Option A, control of intervening variables. Option B, controlling of external factors. Option C, separating the inherent factors in an individual. Option D, complete analysis and controlling of internal factors. Correct answer to question number 71 is option A, control of intervening variables. Question number 72. Which of following method of psychology is used to establish cause-effect relationship? Option A, observation. Option B, experimentation. Option C, introspection. Option D, case study. Correct answer to question number 72 is option B, experimentation. Question number 73. The first important step in conducting an experiment is option A, collecting data. Option B, forming a hypothesis. Option C, setting up of instruments. Option D, analysis of data. Correct answer to question number 73 is option B, forming a hypothesis. Question number 74. Technique of testing hypothesis and gathering information by controlling variables is called option A, introspection. Option B, observation. Option C, experimental method. Option D, psychoanalysis. Correct answer to question number 74 is option C, experimental method. Question number 75. In an experiment, the experimental group is deliberately exposed to option A, dependent variable. Option B, independent variable. Option C, intervening variable. Option D, control variable. Correct answer to question number 75 is option B, independent variable. Question number 76. Ideally, when a control group design is used dash. Option A, the groups must be systematic. Option B, the groups should be equivalent in every way except for the independent variable. Option C, the groups differ in the presence or absence of the dependent variable. Option D, groups should be different in all respects. The correct answer to question number 76 is option B. The group should be equivalent in every way except for the independent variable. Question number 77. Every fifth student of class 10th from the admission register was selected for the purpose of experiment. This selection is an example of dash. Option A, simple random sampling. Option B, stratified random sampling. Option C, systematic random sampling. Option D, area sampling. Correct answer to question number 77 is option C, systematic random sampling. Question number 78. In an experiment, the investigator attempts to have a control group which is option A, identical in all respects to the experimental group. Option B, different in all respects from the experimental group. Option C, opposite in all respects to the experimental group except of the factor under study. Option D, identical in all relevant aspect to the experimental group except for the factor under investigation. Correct answer to question number 78 is option D, identical in all relevant aspect to the experimental group except for the factor under investigation. Question number 79. If we want to study the effect of intelligence on academic achievement of high school children by experimentation, which one of the following will be the dependent variable? Option A, intelligence. Option B, academic achievement. Option C, high school children. Option D, sex. Correct answer to question number 79 is option B, academic achievement. Question number 80. Adolescent boys with high IQ will exhibit low anxiety than adolescent boys with a low IQ. This is a dash. Option A, non-directional hypothesis. Option B, directional hypothesis. Option C, correlational hypothesis. Option D, null hypothesis. Correct answer to question number 80 is option B, directional hypothesis. Question number 81. If we want to study the effect of meaningfulness of learning material on retention and recall of 9th standard students, which of the following is the dependent variable in the study? Option A, meaningful of learning material. Option B, retention and recall. Option C, 9th standard students. Option D, gender. Correct answer to question number 81 is option B, retention and recall. Question number 82. Hypothesis is a dash. Option A, statement of the relationship between the subject and experimenter. Option B, tentative and testable statement of relationship between two or more variables being investigated. Option C, tentative and testable statement related to the procedures followed in experimentation. Option D, tentative statement of the relationship between two variables. Correct answer to question number 82 is option B, tentative and testable statement of relationship between two or more variables being investigated. Question number 83. What is the effect of change in independent variables? Option A, dependent variable don't change. Option B, dependent variable also changes. Option C, intervening variables also change. Option D, independent variable don't have any effect on dependent variable. Correct answer to question number 83 is option B, dependent variable also changes. Question number 84. In a study of relationship between intelligence and SES, the intelligence is option A, dependent variable. Option B, independent variable. Option C, intervening variable. Option D, unstable variable. Correct answer to question number 84 is option A, dependent variable. Question number 85. In a recall test, the score on the test constitute the dash. Option A, dependent variable. Option B, independent variable. Option C, stimulus variable. Option D, extraneous variable. Correct answer to question number 85 is option A, dependent variable. Question number 86. The most accurate and objective method is dash. Option A, case history method. Option B, clinical method. Option C, observation method. Option D, experimental method. Correct answer to question number 86 is option D, experimental method. Question number 87. The limitation of experimental method is that it's dash. Option A, results are obtained under natural conditions. Option B, results can be verified by repetition. Option C, results are obtained under artificial conditions. Option D, results are scientific. Correct answer to question number 87 is option C, results are obtained under artificial conditions. Question number 88. In two group design of experimentation, special treatment will be given to which of the following groups? Option A, control group. Option B, experimental group. Option C, both the groups. Option D, neither of these groups. Correct answer to question number 88 is option B, experimental group. Question number 89. If the researcher wants to compare the effectiveness of activity oriented method with a lecture method, which of the following experimental design is suitable? Option A, two group parallel method. Option B, one group design. Option C, multi-group design. Option D, two group static design. Correct answer to question number 89 is option D, two group static design. Question number 90. For experimental studies, which of the following is essential? Option A, experience. Option B, control group. Option C, statistics. Option D, vital statistics. Correct answer to question number 90 is option B, control group. Question number 91. The key factor in the success of experimentation is dash. Option A, controlling of independent variable. Option B, controlling of intervening variables. Option C, controlling of dependent variable. Option D, none of these. Correct answer to question number 91 is option B, controlling of intervening variables. Question number 92. Null hypothesis is otherwise known as dash. Option A, relational hypothesis. Option B, non-relational hypothesis. Option C, statistical hypothesis. Option D, directional hypothesis. Correct answer to question number 92 is option C, statistical hypothesis. Question number 93. The academic achievement of extroverts is significantly higher than that of introverts. This is A. Option A, declarative hypothesis. Option B, null hypothesis. Option C, question form hypothesis. Option D, statistical hypothesis. Correct answer to question number 93 is option A, declarative hypothesis. Question number 94. By the coefficient of correlation, the teacher will know. Option A, the method of examining is pupil. Option B, the relation between the subject and the personal judgment. Option C, the successful method of teaching. Option D, all of these. Correct answer to question number 94 is option D, all of these. Question number 95. Coefficient of correlation helps in measuring the relation of option A, aptitude. Option B, intelligence. Option C, personality. Option D, all of these. Correct answer to question number 95 is option D, all of these. Question number 96. Question number 96. Which of the following is not a measure of variability? Option A, standard deviation. Option B, range. Option C, mean deviation. Option D, arithmetic mean. Correct answer to question number 96 is option D, arithmetic mean. Question number 97. Dash represents a perfect relationship between variables. Option A, 0. Option B, 0.1. Option C, +1. Option D, 100. Correct answer to question number 97 is option C, +1. Question number 98. Null hypothesis is generally rejected at option A, 0.11 and 0.50 significance levels. Option B, 0.01 and 0.05 significance levels. Option C, 0.25 and 0.60 significance levels. Option D, 0.10 significance level. Correct answer to question number 98 is option B, 0.01 and 0.05 significance levels. Question number 99. The main feature of a single group design is option A, post test, experiment, post test. Option B, pre-test, experiment, post test. Option C, pre-test, post test, experiment. Option D, post test, experiment, pre-test. Correct answer to question number 99 is option B, pre-test, experiment, post test. Question number 100. Case study is known as a study of dash. Option A, a piece of reality brought to the classroom. Option B, someone who is mentally unwell. Option C, one who has a legal problem. Option D, a closer study of a person body. Correct answer to question number 100 is option C, one who has a legal problem. Question number 101. The most appropriate method for in-depth analysis of a problematic individual is option A, introspection. Option B, experimentation. Option C, observation. Option D, case study. Correct answer to 101 is option D, case study. Question number 102. The objective of the case study is option A, to detect the cause of behavioral problems. Option B, to take remedial measures. Option C, to detect the cause of behavioral problems and to take remedial measures. Option D, to study the behavior of normal individuals. Correct answer to question number 102 is option C, to detect the causes of behavioral problems and to take remedial measures. Question number 103. Question number 103. The method which helps the teacher to identify the problems faced by the student and to suggest remedial measures is known as? Option A, survey. Option B, experimentation. Option C, observation. Option D, case study. Correct answer to question number 103 is option D, case study. Question number 104. A school is continuously getting poor results in 10th standard examination. To understand the reasons for this, which method is most suitable? Option A, case study. Option B, experimentation. Option C, introspection. Option D, observation. Correct answer to question number 104 is option A, case study. Question number 105. In experimental psychology, dash is usually used to understand individuals' behavior problems. Option A, experimentation. Option B, case study. Option C, systematic observation. Option D, naturalistic observation. Correct answer to question number 105 is option B, case study. Question number 106. The suitable method to know the past history of a person is? Option A, anecdotal record. Option B, experimental method. Option C, case history method. Option D, case study method. Correct answer to 106 is option C, case history method. Question number 107. Who called case study as a clinical method? Option A, E.B. Tishner. Option B, W.H. Wundt. Option C, D.F.D. Books. Option D, Watson. Correct answer to question number 107 is option C, D.F.D. Books. Question number 108. The method in which data are collected from a number of sources and integrated in order to understand and solve the problem of an individual. This method is known as? Option A, observation. Option B, experiment. Option C, case study. Option D, introspection. Correct answer to question number 108 is option C, case study. Question number 109. The following are the steps found in case study. With the help of codes, find the order in which they are used in case study. Option A, statement of the problem. Option B, to see that problem should not reappear. Option C, analyzing the causes of a problem. Option D, deciding measures to overcome problem. Select the answer from the codes given below. Codes are option A, B, C, D. Option B, A, D, B, C. Option C, A, C, D, B. Option D, A, C, D, B. Correct answer to question number 109 is option C. That is A, C, D, B is the correct order. Question number 110. In case study, subject's relationship with its parents, friends and teachers is understood with the help of dash. Option A, questionnaires. Option B, interview. Option C, observation. Option D, any of these methods. Correct answer to question number 110 is option D, any of these methods. Question number 11. Question number 111. My Experiments with Truth. The famous book written by Mahatma Gandhi is an example of? Option A, anecdotal record. Option B, assessment method. Option C, autobiography. Option D, biography. Correct answer to question number 111 is option C, autobiography. Question number 112. Case study is important in guidance services because? Option A, it deepens our perception and gives us a clear insight into a person. Option B, it gives wider scope for understanding an individual and to take suitable measures. Option C, it is easy to conduct. Option D, it is a direct approach of individual study. Correct answer to question number 112 is option B. It gives wider scope for understanding an individual and to take suitable measures. Question number 113. Survey method would most typically be used in? Option A, clinical assessment. Option B, laboratory experiment. Option C, opinion poll. Option D, psychoanalysis. Correct answer to question number 113 is option C, opinion poll. Opinion poll. Question number 114. Survey method is not suitable for? Option A, personality assessment. option B enumeration, option C situational analysis, option D measuring options. Correct answer to question number 114 is option A personality assessment. Question number 115. The questionnaire method was introduced by dash. Option A Gesell, option B Stanley Hall, option C Piaget, option D Wundt. Correct answer to question number 115 is option B Stanley Hall. Question number 116. The tool used in the structured interview is known as option A questionnaire, option B interview schedule, option C checklist, option D opinionaire. Correct answer to question number 116 is option B interview schedule. Question number 117. An interview by a journalist can be considered as dash. Option A structured interview, option B unstructured interview, option C both, option D none. Correct answer to question number 117 is option B unstructured interview. Question number 118. The purpose of interview is dash. Option A to know the feelings of a person, option B to assess the personality of an individual, option D to assess the intelligence of an individual, option D to measure academic achievement of an individual. Correct answer to question number 118 is option B to assess the personality of an individual. Question number 119. Standardized psychological tests should be option A lengthy and complicated, option B clear and short, option C reliable and valid, option D of long duration. Correct answer to question number 119 is option C reliable and valid. Question number 120. A test which gives the same results on two different testing occasions is said to possess dash. Option A validity, option B objectivity, option C reliability, option D practicability. Correct answer to question number 120 is option C reliability. Question number 121. Field studies are option A studies conducted on the behavior of mental patients, option B studies conducted on the behavior which occurs in the natural habitat. Question number C studies conducted on the behavior which occurs in the artificial habitat. Option number D studies conducted in play fields. Correct answer to question number 121 is option B studies conducted on the behavior which occurs in the natural habitat. Question number 122. Characteristics of a standardized test are dash. Option A objectivity, subjectivity, reliability, option B reliability, validity, subjectivity, option C reliability, subjectivity, practicability, option D validity, reliability, objectivity. Correct answer to question number 122 is option D validity, reliability, objectivity. Question number 123. Reliability of a tool can be established by option A test retest method, option B split off method, option C both the methods, option D none of the methods. Correct answer to question number 123 is option C both the methods. Question number 124. When compared to experimental studies, field studies dash. Option A are ineffective, option B are superficial, option C takes us close to reality, option D provide a gestalt view. Select the answer from the quotes given below. Quotes are option A alone is correct, option B alone is correct, option C alone is correct, option D C and D are correct. Correct answer to question number 124 is option D C and D are correct. Question number 125. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the quotes given below the list. List 1 A experimental method, B introspection, C descriptive method, D reaction time. Now list 2 has 1 has survey, 2 has control group, 3 has stimulus response, D has self observation. Select the answer from the quotes given below. Quotes are option A2 B4 C3 D1, option B A2 B4 C1 D3, option C A1 B3 C2 D4, option D A1 B2 C4 D3. Correct answer to question number 125 is option B A2 B4 C1 D3. Question number 126. Match list 1 with list 2. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. List 1 as A. Structuralism, B. Functionalism, C. Psychoanalysis, D. Behaviorism. List 2 has 1. J.B. Watson, C. Sigmund Freud, D. E.B. Tishner, option D. William James. Select the answer from the given codes. Codes are option A. A1, B2, C3, D4. Option B. A4, B3, C1, D2. Option C. A1, B4, C3, D2. Option D. A3, B4, C2, D1. Correct answer to question number 126 is option D. A3, B4, C2, D1. Question number 127. Psychologists who are involved in vocational and other forms of counseling are option A. Psychoanalysts, option B. Educational psychologists, option C. Psychiatrists, option D. Clinical psychologists. Correct answer to question number 127 is option B. Educational psychologists. Question number 128. Which of the following is most likely to be characterized by the ineffective teacher? Option A. Emphasis upon standard. Option B. Emphasis upon pupil discussion in the clarification of group goals. Option C. Emphasis upon the control of the immediate situation. Option D. Differential treatment of the students of his class. Correct answer to question number 128 is option C. Emphasis upon the control of the immediate situation. Question number 129. Classroom discipline can be maintained effectively by option A. Knowing the cause of indiscipline and handling it with a stern hand. Option B. Providing a program which is according to the need and interest of the pupils. Option B. By putting an uniform clothes in the classroom. Option D. By putting fine to indisciplined students. Correct answer to question number 129 is option B. Providing a program which is according to the need and interests of the pupils. Question number 130. The greatest single cause of question number Question number 130. The greatest single cause of failure in beginning teachers lies in the area of option A. General culture. Option B. General scholarship. Option C. Subject matter background. Option D. Interpersonal relations. Correct answer to question number 130 is option D. Interpersonal relations. Question number 131. The primary task of the teacher is option A. To teach the prescribed curriculum. Option B. To stimulate and guide students' learning. Option C. To ensure that all students belong to socially acceptable peer groups. Option D. To promote habits of conformity to adult demands and expectations. Correct answer to question number 131 is option B. To stimulate and guide students' learning. Question number 132. If a teacher is not able to answer the question of a pupil, he should option A. Say that he will answer after consultation. Option B. Rebuke the pupil. Option C. Say that the question is wrong. Option D. Feel shy of his ignorance. Correct answer to question number 132 is option A. Say that he will answer after consultation. Question number 133. A teacher dash. Option A. Should introduce the lesson before he starts teaching. Option B. Should have command over his language. Option C. Should have command over his subject. Option D. All the above. Correct answer to question number 133 is all the above. Question number 34. A teacher who is not able to draw the attention of his students should be option A. Evaluate his teaching method and improve it. Option B. Find fault in his pupils. Option C. Resign from the post. Option D. Start dictating. Correct answer to question number 134 is option A. Evaluate his teaching method and improve it. Dear aspirants, I missed out about 4 questions without moving on to slide. I just explained. I will be repeating once again from question number 127 to question number 130. Please pay attention. Sorry for the inconvenience. Question number 127. Psychologists who are involved in vocational and other forms of counseling are option A. Psychoanalysts. Option B. educational psychologists. Option C, psychiatrists. Option D, clinical psychologists. Correct answer to question number 127 is option B, educational psychologists. Question number 128. Which of the following is most likely to be characterized by the ineffective teacher? Option A, emphasis upon standard. Option B, emphasis upon pupil discussion in the clarification of group goals. Option C, emphasis upon the control of the immediate situation. Option D, differential treatment of the students of his class. Correct answer to question number 128 is option C, emphasis upon the control of the immediate situation. Question number 129. Classroom discipline can be maintained effectively by option A, knowing the cause of indiscipline and handling it with a stern hand. Option B, providing a program which is according to the need and interests of the pupils. Option C, by putting an uniform class in the classroom. Option D, by putting fine to indisciplined students. Correct answer to question number 129 is option B, providing a program which is according to the need and interests of the pupils. Question number 130. The greatest single cause of failure in beginning teachers lies in the area of option A, general culture. Option B, general scholarship. Option C, subject matter background. Option D, interpersonal relations. Correct answer to question number 130 is option D, interpersonal relations. So as I have explained already, question number 131 to 134, I am moving on to next slide. Question number 135. If a backbencher is always talking in the classroom, what a teacher should immediately do? Option A, let him do what he is doing. Option B, punish him. Option D, ask him to sit in the front bench. Option D, send him out of the class. Correct answer to question number 135 is option C, ask him to sit in the front bench. Question number 136. Who assesses students' learning ability and emotional problems with the help of intelligence tests, achievement tests, and personality tests? Option A, social psychologist. Option B, educational psychologist. Option C, criminal psychologist. Option D, clinical psychologist. Correct answer to question number 136 is option B, educational psychologist. Question number 137. The ultimate goal of human psychologist is to dash. Option A, predict the human behavior. Option B, correct the human behavior. Option C, understand the human behavior. Option D, control the human behavior. Correct answer to question number 137 is option C, understand the human behavior. Question number 138. Which of the following approach was emphasized by Gestaltarianism? Option A, interdisciplinary approach. Option B, interdisciplinary option A, intradisciplinary approach. Option B, interdisciplinary. Option C, multidisciplinary. Option D, disciplinary approach. Correct answer to question number 138 is option B, interdisciplinary. Question number 139. The central idea of Gestaltism is option A, epistemology. Option B, motivation. Option C, perception. Option D, sensation. Correct answer to question number 139 is option C, perception. Question number 140. Functionalism emphasizes the study of dash. Option A, structure of consciousness. Option B, function of consciousness. Option C, observable behavior. Option D, structure of mind. Correct answer to question number 140 is option B, function of consciousness. Question number 141. Behaviorism focused its attention completely on option A, overt behavior. Option B, covert behavior. Option C, conscious mind. Option D, subconscious mind. Correct answer to question number 141 is option A, overt behavior. Question number 142. The father of American psychology dash. Option A, McDougall. Option B, Abraham Maslow. Option C, Watson. Option D, William James. Correct answer to question number 142 is option C, Watson. Question number 143. The Principles of Psychology was published in 1890. Who authored this book? Option A, I.P. Pavlov. Option B, William James. Option D, Alfred Binet. Option D, Thorndike. Correct answer to question number 143 is option B, William James. Question number 144. The three layers of human psyche proposed by Sigmund Freud are: option A, conscious, preconscious, unconscious; option B, id, ego, superego; option C, conscious, subconscious, unconscious; option D, cognition, affection, connotation. Correct answer to question number 144 is option uh, C, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Next, question number 145. Educational Psychology, a book written by Thorndike, was published during the year: option A 1901, option B 1903, option C 1905, option D 1916. Correct answer to 145 is option B 1903. Question number 146. Who was the first person to introduce education on the basis of psychology? Option A, John Henry Pestalozzi; option B, probably; option C, John Frederick Herbert; option D, Thurman. Correct answer to question number 146 is option A, John Henry Pestalozzi. Question number 147. Who introduced experimental psychology in the field of education for the first time? Option A, E.B. Tishner; option B, Thorndike; option C, W.H. Wundt; option D, L.M. Terman. Correct answer to question number 147 is option C, W.H. Wundt. Question number 148. Who was the real founder of differential psychology? Option A, Alfred Binet; option B, Francis Galton; option C, William Stern; option D, Darwin. Correct answer to question number 148 is option B, Francis Galton. Question number 149. Kindergarten system of education was introduced by: option A, Maria Montessori; option B, John Locke; option C, Friedrich Froebel; option D, Alfred Binet. Correct answer to question number 149 is option C, Friedrich Froebel. Question number 150. Who started first school of teachers training? Option A, John Henry Pestalozzi; option B, Froebel; option C, John Frederick Herbert; option D, Thurman. Correct answer to question number 150 is option A, John Henry Pestalozzi. Question number 151. The emphasis upon psychology, the science of human behavior, in teacher education is best justified on the basis of the need: option A, to prevent abnormal behavior on the part of children; option B, to promote intelligent behavior on the part of children; option C, understand human behavior, if one is to guide its development; option D, to promote greater philosophical and sociological insights into the nature of man. Correct answer to question number 151 is option C, understand human behavior, if one is to guide its development. Question number 152. As a teacher, what will you do if students don't attend your class? Option A, blame students for their absence from the class; option B, ponder over the present attitude of students in a calm manner; option C, think about using some interesting techniques of teaching; option D, try to understand the reasons and try to eliminate them. Correct answer to question number 52 is option D, try to understand the reasons and try to eliminate them. Question number 153. The aim of National Council of Teacher Education is: option A, to open college of education; option B, to promote research in education; option C, to maintain standards in colleges of education; option D, to provide grant to colleges of education. Correct answer to question number 153 is option C, to maintain standards in colleges of education. Okay, dear aspirants, we are done with 153 questions from the first lesson. Thank you. So we will continue to have a discussion on chapter 2 in the next video. Thanks for your patience listening. Thank you. Thanks a lot.